All right, ladies and gents, it'll be your host and caster, iCCup Fitz here, back for game number 2 of this iCCup DC tournament run on January 3rd, 2013, run by iCCup Pebble. Without him, this tournament would be non-existent. And also, this tournament would never have happened if it weren't for our finalists of this awesome ladder tournament here. Spawning in the top right-hand corner as who's up 1-0 so far in this best-of-3 final. It'll be ZancCo, who just won a pretty standard up ZVP on Hunters last game, and his opponent, who has chosen Blue Storm, not surprisingly, as the Red Zerg. It will be Legend of Z. So we'll see how both these players will react and respond. Now, if you guys don't know, Blue Storm is notorious for being a very, very Zerg favorite map, and we'll see if Protoss will be able to deal with that racial imbalance he has to deal with in this map. Looks like he will be doing a Forge Fast Expand, or a variant of which, probably going to be smartly, probably doing a Forge and then double cannon, maybe even triple cannon before Nexus, as I mean, that's just how ridiculous this map can be, how difficult it can be. I've seen that happen. And he probably already knows how to wall off. I would never remember how to do this. And are we going to have a proxy? What kind of crazy shenanigans are we going to have? He is throwing down the 11 pool right now. Is this going to be like a proxy hatchery, or is he just drone scouting? That would be pretty baller if he was going to do that, but I doubt he would. And it looks like that will just be a drone scout. Checking that it will be a Forge Forge FE, FFE, whatever you want, however which way you want to describe this build order. Because it is so fantastic. Or is he just gonna go? I mean, it looks like he's just gonna go. Is he gonna throw down a cannon, or is he just gonna throw it down a Nexus? I mean, it was an 11 pool, so and with gas. That's not an extractor trick. That is 11. That is a 11 pool with gas. This will have speed. He is gonna go for Nexus first. Okay. Or Forge Nexus. It's not Nexus first. Don't confuse that. And as you can see, we're back to our old overlay, because this is a standard game. Because that's how cool we are. And for the players, if I came off like ruining your early game, I apologize as well. I did not mean to take away from me ranting on the overlay part to take away from your commentary of your excellent game right here. Now we do have Legend coming in here with a decent amount of lings, making 8 lings so far. They will be stalled, and this probe will finally get killed off right here, but are you serious? How much HP does that thing have left? 4? Wow, and that's unfortunate. And that probe will get away, if I'm not mistaken, until speed is done. And as we see right here, we do have this Forge Fast Fan with the 2 cannons and a gateway right here. And that probe amazingly got out first off. But the other thing is that it saw those lings for such a long period of time that it kind of just bought enough time for Zerg. Now, Zerg could go into what might just be the standard 2-hatch meter. That seems to be the most common build in this map. Pretty much for any Zerg on this map seems to be the same kind of build order that Zergs like to do on this map. And that may or may not be true. You can also go Lurkers as well, as it is a reverse ramp down here, which can make it annoying for Protosses in the early game, of course. But you're not going to be able to break down the front door, of course, and won't force you'll set up a contain like that. As Protoss will be super, we'll have to play extra safe on it, just because Zerg have so many viable and earth-shattering builds that they can perform. But it looks like with the second gas going down, with the Spire being thrown on it, looks like it will be Metalisks. And he's just now getting down in Cybercore, so these meters will be out very fast. There may only be probably about 1 Corsair by the time this 2-hatch meter will come out. Because the first Corsair generally pops out for Protoss around 6 minutes, maybe like 550. And a 2-hatch meter will hit around 6 minutes flat, if done correctly. Sometimes around 6:30, depending on the map size and stuff like that. But ultimately, this 2-hatch meter will hit right before, of course, enough Corsairs are going to be able enough to you know, shed away Meatless. On the natural low, he has to be a little bit worrisome of the 3 cannons that are present right here. And it looks like we do have Protoss moving out here right now. But they're doing a very, very nice job of making Protoss play in the dark right now. And this is something that really is going to affect how Protoss is going to be able to deal with this. Now, we don't know how he's going to exactly react. He's just going to go right into standard ZVP. Instead, if he knew about this, he may be throwing down extra cannons. Being safe right here, got to be throwing down a cannon in his main base right now. And he will be bringing out a couple links right here to get rid of the probe right there. And as you can see at the timer right now, 5:45, these meters should probably hit around 6:15, I would predict. Thus giving enough time for the cannon in the main to finish, of course. And we do have +1 air weapons, as we saw from last game, that ZancCo like to do. And in this circumstances, I agree that getting up that upgrade is not necessarily a terrible bad idea. Any attempt to kill off Meatless faster, of course, is the best way to go. Looks like I was wrong. Probably hit around 6:30. And this Overlord's in a bit of jeopardy right now, but these Meatless probably could just kill off this Overlord as it's kind of overextending itself right now. And this Corsair is actually going to be taking a lot of fire, already losing about 1/3 of its HP so far. And the important thing to note about that is, I mean, that generally what this Corsair will do is hide over cannons. But now he actually made, it's not good for him losing HP right here. Meatless is coming in here, very nice Muta Micro coming in right here. The entire render line is under siege right now. And just nice volleys coming to and from every time it's going in right here, never missing one. It's taking a little bit of fire from the cannons as well. And another Corsair has popped in replacement for the other one. Lings are going to be trying to come in here, trying to get into the cannons right here. Just go target firing the cannons right here. Will it be effective enough, or will it just be suiciding all of his units? Looks like he's going to suicide a lot of that. All those Meatless are on like maybe 20% HP. A lot of them are weakened right now. That is not how we're going to want to do this right now. More Meatless are coming out right now. A decent amount, actually. I think around like 6 or 7 of them are about to pop. I'm sorry, 5 or 6. Possible have 7, as he wouldn't have 7 larvae available. Citadel, he did cancel his Citadel, actually, of all things, in order to respond to get up more cannons. I did like that. I do like that from Protoss, playing it reactionary. And yeah, we'll have, yeah, that's a lot of Meatless coming out right now. And this natural is going to be super annoying to defend, of course. But he does have goons, will just be extra DPS over time. And Meatless going to try to come in here, but those probes are stacked into each other. So Weird Wolves are going to be doing massive damage being dealt right here. Again, the volleys are doing a really, really good job right here. But 2 Corsair with +1. Is it done right now? No, it is not. +1 should be kicking in, I believe, momentarily. Coming in here, but he's taking so much fire. These Meatless are trying to do something, but they're just kind of killing off goons right now. They're not really doing what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe trying to go in the main might be a better idea at this time. As 7 Meatless right here against 2 goons, he will win this fight, but killing off goons is really not what the purpose of a 2-hash Muta is to do. And as he could probably get in the main base right now, where there aren't any cannons on the south side of that mineral line right now. And he's going to continue to make Lings now. He has the 3rd hatchery done. And more Lings and Meatless coming up here. Starting flyer attack right now as well. And +1 air is done right now. So these Corsair are going to be even more deadly. Even more deadly. And these are 8 Meatless. So he still has a decent amount of Meatless left over. And as Protoss is not mining off of 2 bases right now, Zerg is actually looking in a pretty good position. But then again, he's not doing... I'm just not sure if he's done enough damage. But Legend is ahead. Legend is ahead. Yes, Legend is ahead right now. In terms of the economic game, if you just check it back down here, I can tell you how much it was. But here we go. They're going to mute a bomb in here, trying to kill off the cannons, trying to kill off the Corsair. Let's see if this will be effective enough or not. Looks like a lot of mutants are dying because of this. But again, if he can break through the natural, that will astronomically help him. But it doesn't look like, it looks like all attempts have failed to break down this natural. And that was at least 8 Meatless going into that, maybe even more. And we'll see if this other small reinforcements will do enough, as no cannons are up, but I think they're just going to be too much from Protoss. With 2 Corsair with +1 will easily melt these Meatless, but he does have Flyer Carapace to negate that as well, though. And Ooh, misvaluing an Overlord. That will definitely cost him a little bit right there. Will not supply block him as he is 39 over 75 currently. So, you know, it's not going to be too disastrous as he's really making a lot of Overlords right now. He's actually making a... Yeah, he's made a ton of Overlords. Was that like a misclick or... I mean, he has way more Overlords than he needs right now. Maybe he just doesn't want to deal with the production of Overlords. That's understandable as well. Alright, so now he's trying to get up the gateway count. And he's going to go into Corsair DT now. And this is, you know, a strong unit composition, but there's so many Overlords everywhere. I'm not really sure if DTs are really going to be a surprise to him as long as, you know, Legend is paying attention on the minimap. More music coming in here. This is going to be 9 Meatless in this pack right here. 2 Corsair in here right now. Probes are going to be exposed if these Corsairs do go down. Barely getting out of there. That Corsair getting out of there with the skin of his teeth on his back. I don't even know how to say it right. But anyway, the point is, Meatless, now coming in the main base right here. This will also give him a very nice scouting opportunity as well. And I'm also keeping close eyes on the DT. Looks like he's going to be taking off for a third base on the mini-map right now. But the Meatless are still in the main base right there. These Corsair have minimal health. Another volley of Meatless will easily kill that off right here. Third Corsair is about to pop right now as well. But that may just instantly die. These Meatless have 1/1 upgrades right now, so they're getting even more powerful. Coming in here, all those Corsair are on like super low HP, but when's the time? And he's just gonna be able to start exploiting that south part of the mineral line right there. Yes, he is. The Corsair are coming back in here. He's target fighting the weakened ones, and now only leaving 1 remaining right here. Really, ZancCo's in a lot of trouble right now. The DT is still over here, not really doing a whole lot right here. He does have an Archon out now. That will change up this game drastically, as if you can get off 1 or even 2 shots of that Archon, these Meatless are pretty much done for, as you only need probably 2 Corsair to start to just finish off with splash damage. And Zerg is still being unrelentless, still not going into taking a third base right now. But there's a 4 cannons in here, and he's just taking so many cannon shots right now. And the Archons are there in defensive position right now, losing so many Meatless. There were 9. And now there's only 6, if I'm 5 now. 5 or 6 in that unit pack right here. I mean, he's doing good, significant damage, but the Archon shot gets off 2 of which, and look how fast those HP bars go down because of the massive splash damage as the Meatless stack up so much. And I mean, you could just look at the names of these eggs. They are producing more Meatlisks. I mean, he is still going very strong off this. He may even be getting another upgrade going. No, he's not. Meatless coming back in here, trying to see what they can do, but 2 Corsair are already in here, and 2 Kins are in the mineral line right here. They're taking a lot of damage right here. Those Meatless are in a ball right now, but the Corsair are continuing to do their damage without dying, and it looks like we have a third base being established in the bottom right-hand corner right now. This DT looks like he is on patrol, checking for a third base right there, but ultimately has been able to do absolutely nothing this game, and that's really ZancCo needs some kind of distraction from all this aggression. He needs to do something to his opponent, as really Legend is taking a commanding role in this game of being so hyper-aggressive, and it's working over time. I mean, Protest is holding his own, but that Archon could do a shot, and it does! Oh my goodness. My god. And he now will probably potentially have Storm up, which we can probably get rid of these Meatless. And yikes, coming in here, but is this a smart move? 7 Meatless. Oh, he does. He gets another volley off and will kill off this 1 of 2 Corsair. But again, Protest would really benefit from just 30 seconds from not having the super aggressive Zerg down his throat. Now, of course, he is starting to get the tech. He's starting to get up enough cannons where he's going to be able to start defending himself regardless, as he's kind of getting anti-mute to everything Archon, Corsair, Storm. That's kind of the end of Meatless overall, but I mean, he's still making this work. Legend's still making this work pretty well right now. And continue to get volleys off to that mineral line. I mean, you're still seeing almost every volley is still getting at least 1 or 2 probes. And I'm just, if this game had like a probe, like a workers loss tab, I'd love to watch it. I'd love to see it. Oh, the Storm! And they're being chased down now. The Corsair coming in there. These Needles are actually in a lot of trouble right now. They are 2 Corsair in that. Is he going to just try to spread out his Mutalisk to engage that? It looks like he will. And their Archon already in position again. Protoss will be trying to... Oh, no, excuse me. That is Zerg. Zerg coming in here. And is he going to lose the probes? That could be disastrous. Even more so. I mean, he needs to get cannons down this bottom south part of the patch right now. But he just doesn't have. He just doesn't have the storm. Oh my God! If they were there for a moment longer, they would have all. They would have all been dead. And again, like, oh, the DT harass coming in here, but the Mutants are coming back on here, trying to kill off the DT right now. Oh, it looks like Protoss has started to get out here with this small task of Zeld Archon with a Templar in the mix. Corsair versus 4 Corsair versus 7 Mutants. I think they could probably win this, but it looks like he's not going to engage this enough as these 8 Mutants now. He'll be coming back here trying to defend, killing off Protoss right now. Protoss is trying to kill off this 4th base right here. And it looks like that would just happen right here. And it looks like this bottom right-hand base did get canceled or something. So now giving Zerg back off to 2 bases. And that's going to hurt drastically. I was under the impression that that base was still alive. And if that was a DT harass or something, I don't exactly know what it was. Probably the DT, I have to assume. But that's really going to reset Zerg back. And here we go. The Storm's coming in here again, but there's so many cannons up. Protoss, I mean, this is just... It's so hard to transition from a 2-hatch Muta. And I mean, the transition was about to work, but it got so easily... It got punished of taking those bases because they were so far away from the Zerg's main base that now Protoss is going to be able to start getting in the map. We already started. You see the army starting to move out to Archons. There's no way for the Mutaforce to engage that properly, and Protoss can start claiming a 4th base soon, a 3rd base. Excuse me. Looks like we do have a couple links en route to the 3rd location soon. Maybe. Mutants coming in here for another volley. I believe he got an Archon shot off of him. These Mutants are in such low HP. I'm getting a little worried. It looks like the expansion has been thrown down for Protoss. The Protoss army is in proper position to defend, of course. This is a 6 Mutalisks, 8 Mutalisks in that mix right here. Those 3 links finally making down to that base, trying to harass that Nexus, but will utterly fail. We do have another expansion being established for our Zerg player right here. This has been a very entertaining series. I will not lie. This has been a very fascinating game to watch. Alright, so let's see. These Mutalisks have... Alright, this is going to be 10 Mutalisks in here. Oh, that's a lot of Mutalisks. That is... My God, that's a lot of Mutalisks. That is 19 Mutalisks. That is a control group and a half. Oh, and here they come, guys. And these Archons are not in position. None of his army's in position right here. The Mutants are coming in here. They're going to dive in here. They're going to just try to kill off the main base. Or so it seems. But Protoss, the Storm, is going to do massive damage. And of course, the Storm's going to be doing so much damage. Oh my God. Oh no. It looks like Legend's just going to give up. With no GG, with no nothing. I would have thought Legend had that game going into an ace match, but again, how quickly Storm can change it. And maybe showing why late game Mutalisks aren't as common in Zerg versus Protoss. But hey, that was a very, very entertaining game, both to Legend and ZancCo. ZancCo, you have an impeccable defense against 2-hatch Muta. And my God, Legend, you have some massively talented Muta Micro. My God. Alright guys, that was iCCup StarCraft TV for today. There is nothing else to cast, unfortunately. And I'm going to go play some StarCraft now, because I'm in a StarCraft mood. And guys, catch you guys next time on either Clan League or another tournament. Alright guys, thanks for watching again, and peace.